Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, beautiful ladies? Welcome back to the series 30 Days Reset to Calm for a Busy Mom. I know you're here because you're trying to find ways to really reconnect with your kids, finding that peace and finding that calm again, finding that connection again with your kids without the stress, without the anger, the frustration. I know it can turn into an autopilot kind of environment where this is happening day and night. Okay, so how to bring back that calm and peace into your life. My name is Tasneem. I am a parenting coach, and we are in day 13. All right, let us dive in. Calm is contagious. I'm sure you've heard this. So, I really want to dive a little bit deeper into how your calm vibes aren't just a background setting, right? They're actually shaping your kids' brains and their hearts and their souls in real time. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the psychology behind this. It's called emotional contagion. Emotional contagion, right? It literally means our moods, our stress signals are contagious, are catchy, right? Just like we get a cold from somebody else, get the germs are spread. Same way, your moods, your anger, your frustration, your stress is literally contagious. Okay, so your nervous system is broadcasting all day, and your kid's nervous system, it's like they're like Wi-Fi routers. Okay, think of it like this: picking up and mirroring whatever signals you're sending out. Okay, so if you had a tough day at work, you got home, and you are, angry about the mess, you're frustrated about whatever happened at work, and that all comes out onto your kids or in that environment, in your home environment, your kids pick up on this immediately, right? So this is huge in a child development, like in your child's mind, especially when kids are little, between 0 to 7 years of age. That is the prime age when they pick up your signals and they like soak it up like a sponge, right? So their brains are growing at a turbo speed, and they're soaking up every cue about how to handle big feelings. So if they're seeing that you're, stomping around the house, you're screaming, you're yelling, or you're getting frustrated, then when you stay or return to calm in chaos, your child's body gets a quiet message. Okay, yeah, it's safe here. We figure things out together, right? So that's the magic that builds secure attachment. Basically, your calm is programming their own coping software. Okay, so you're programming this information into their brain. And kids who experience this kind of safety tend to be more resilient, flexible, and even better at problem solving, okay, as they grow up. So they start to regulate, co regulate, and understand their emotions. All right, so let's talk about co-regulation. I just wanted to tell you, I saw this wonderful video the other day where a child is sitting with a few toys and playing quietly, okay, in her room, and someone comes in to the house and starts yelling angrily, okay, and so she completely freezes. She's confused and she's just watching, observing. She's become scared, and her senses are heightened, and her mood completely changes. She no longer wants to play with the toys, and she no longer feels safe, right? So it's immediate. You can see the immediate reaction. Now she's so cautious, and she's watching what's happening in the house. Okay? So what are the signals they receive? It's very unconscious, and they program it in their mind. So here's the flip side. I know it's hard when we're stressed out, and the hormone pumps out like cortisol, which is useful in danger, but wears us down if we stick around too long. Okay? If that stress mode, if we're living in that flight or fight mode, the stress mode, continuously, your body actually starts getting so used to it, you don't know what that calm and that peace looks like. Okay, if you don't believe me, just check in with yourself, how your day goes, and what are the triggers that tick you off, that trigger you every single day. Okay, over time, kids can get jumpier. Okay, they have a harder time settling down or even getting used to like walking on eggshells when you're around. Okay, this is a little extreme, maybe, but I've seen it happen. Um, they start avoid conversations, they keep secrets, they begin to lie, they begin to misbehave, and you start wondering what's going on, what's wrong, why don't they talk to me? Okay, so sometimes that can look like a tantrum, a meltdown, or suddenly clinging more, or behavioral changes that feels abnormal or out of control. Okay, so just a client of mine was having an issue with her son. Okay, she felt like he just didn't listen to her. Everything she would say, would like roll his eyes at her, or and then he would not respond to her much. So we talked about in over the calls, the coaching calls, she learned like how her emotions rubbed off on him. So this was an everyday thing, and she was doing it unconsciously. Okay, so he started became scared of what will mom think. She'll get upset. She'll get mad at him. So he began to withdraw. He started closing up, and he started avoiding conversations. So she learned. We talked about just learning how to listen without any judgment, without saying a single word. If you're interested in diving deeper into these conversations, and maybe you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, I'll leave a link below, and we can definitely have a chat on Instagram. Okay, I don't want you to feel guilty here. I promise this is not what it's meant to be, this conversation. It's just we just get so busy in that stress mode, that mom, the work, everything. It just feels normal to be tense. Okay, but just want to remind you that our kids are always watching us. Okay, how does mom act when things go haywire? Do grown-ups work through tough moments or explode and then just stay at that frustrated mode? Okay, because you are setting the example. Okay, so we want to try again and again, teaching them how to ride their own emotional waves. Okay, so just a little psychology trick for a heated moment. Remember, your calm face and voice actually helps soothe your child's brain through something that's called co-regulation. Okay, so when you offer a steady, patient presence, you're helping their nervous system learn how to down regulate. Okay, that natural ability to calm down after a stressful situation. And that's a tool they'll use forever. Okay, if you can learn this at a very young age, how to down regulate or how to co regulate, this is so powerful. And even adults don't know how to do this, right? So again, it starts with us. We need to understand how to regulate our emotions first. So sometimes it just allow for them to process their own emotions in their own time. Okay, when they come home, they had a bad day at school, they had a fight with their friend. Don't tell them, "Well, you know what, stop crying. This is not a big deal. Grow up. Don't be such a baby." Okay? Allow for them to feel what they are feeling. Let them express it. You just have to be present at times. Give them a hug, sit with them, hold their hand, let them know that I'm here for you. You can tell me anything. Okay? You don't have to solve their problems. You don't have to be the savior, but allowing for them to process their emotions, sit in quiet, and figure out what really is going on. Why am I getting angry? Why am I frustrated? How can I calm down? If they can do them themselves, this is a really powerful thing that you can teach them. Okay? And every time you pause and admit, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling frustrated, I'm stressed out, I need to take a break, and you narrate this in front of your kids, you're making brain pathways. Okay, you're strengthening those pathways. And they see you that it's okay to have strong feelings. It's okay to get angry. It's okay to get frustrated. It's okay to be stressed out. But you need to learn how to slow it down again and reset. That's what it's all about, right? Resetting, giving them, allowing for them, it's okay to have these big emotions, but how to calm down again, bring back that thermostat to the calm and the peace. So over time, this is what cultivates true emotional intelligence, right? So keep plugging away, returning to that calm and peace. Every little effort to reset is worth it. Okay, no matter how messy the situation is, it actually shapes not just your family's day, but your kids' future and their ability to thrive, to love and handle life's storms and stresses. Okay, I'm so glad you've been here. Carry on. We're almost halfway there. If you haven't grabbed the Master Your Calm Guide, I'm giving the bonus parenting workshop is in there as well, and also a toolkit to help you regulate when those stressful emotions show up, what to do. So I've also put a PDF together for that as well. So that bundle is in the link below. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Connect with me on Instagram, send me a DM, or leave a comment here where you're tuning in from. What what is the most challenging thing that you face with your kids? What is one thing that you have a hard time with? Leave in the comments below, and I'd love to hear from you. Assalamu alaikum. I'll see you in the next one tomorrow.